call trash day around here because of Bluey. Been a Bluey thing. All right, where are we? Well, for those of you who joined us all last night, we went through a ton of stuff. I need to make one quick change. All right, sound check is complete. We are good to go. All right, just a check of, let's go through the console. As you can see, it's all cleaned up. Do a check on names, blah, 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 blah. Everything's named, labeled properly. We're good to go. All right, let's get out of the captain's chair. Turn our lights on. That's off. We got to get some jetpack fuel. Yeah, we really need to add lights everywhere we're building. Make sure we got all our gear. We're good to go. All right, captain's planter is making herbs. We'll take these into the kitchen. We have not automated any doors. Highest ranking 3 officers' quarters. They only get 2 lockers and then the big one. That's the limitations. So this has gone through a lot of changes to get it airtight overnight. That took a few hours, but we are complete. We now have working kitchen area. Made some apple juice. We've got seating for 8 and couch space for everybody else. And we fixed the doors, and here's our beds. Numbers 10 down to 6 and 5 to 1. So here's our berthing for 10. Here's our lockers for 10, going all the way down. Here is the berthing compartment planner that is making soybeans. And then here's the bathrooms and showers. And as you can see, we are high and warm. Everything is ventilated within its own compartments. Apparently the guy that set up the windows yesterday, you'll recall that at one point I said, hey, can we make tofu soup yet? Can we make 10 tofu? We need to go get some ice. Not a problem. We are warm out here. Added an extra fan for the factory. Up to the hangar. Oh, we did a little bit up at the hangar. Added a little railing in case you're blown away by prop wash. Let's see if we got some ice in here. Because we definitely need to go out ice gathering. Give me that ice. That money goes in here. Give me that ice. All right, let me refill my 2 tanks. Okay. Grab something to eat while you're here. Doop. Some tofu soup. We're back in shape. All right, get back to the tour. Couldn't have been worse weather for a tour. Oh, yeah, remember when I said we needed to push this up here so it looked a little better? There you go. Also, so let's go over the windows on the roof change. Yeah, apparently we didn't put spacing in here to airtight each of the separate compartments. So the roof was open all the way across, which also didn't make for, you know, happy sleepers with some sound insulation back there in the sleeping areas. And then here you've got visibility down into the corridor and the captain's area, which means that the senior officers have no roof. And I was like, or no skylight. I was like, well, that's not right. And then was like, wait, why aren't we using the new windows? So we turned around, we changed all the beds, even for the officers and the captain, to the open ones with the, you know, they have shutters that they can close them for privacy, but they have the bigger windows. The captain has a panoramic view. Well, when we go back to Mount Ruver, we're going to have to put these in Because yeah, this definitely, it's a bump out. It adds to the decorative features. And all 10 people have a bunk and a window. Talk about luxury housing, huh? Let's see what we got going on down here. There's the pit. Let's hope we don't have to go back in there again today. All right, we are growing outside wheat. Keep that going. We're not growing pumpkins out here. We're growing, yeah, cabbage. And on the apple side, yeah, apples just grow like mad out here. I think the production rate on those things is way too high. But back inside the factory, which is now, as you can see, high and cold because we left that door open. And we're back to high and warm. All right, we needed ice. We got it with us. Let's see if we can get some tofu and some tofu soup going. Okay, there's our tofu being made. And for tofu soup, the only thing we're missing is tofu. So we should start to have some homemade soup here in no time, lickety-split. You should bake some fresh made bread there while you're at it. Yeah, if we ever get some animal meat, then we can make hamburgers. All right. So I believe berthing up here for the officers, the captain, and the crew is complete. So the base is fully repaired. We got a walkway over here to get into storage. You can see how many supplies we got on hand. Here's my thought, because I had this conversation yesterday with somebody in the faction. Their ship, their base might come under attack and they find themselves back at the start menu. But instead of the start menu, they could spawn at Mount Ruver. Maybe they don't want company. They could spawn over here at Blueberry Hill and they could solo it. I mean, that's the short answer of it. Hopefully somebody doesn't come by and raid the place. Console chair with changing displays. Make it look cool. All right, you can maneuver around everything to do maintenance, work on, access. And we've got space here that when we unlock the full assembler, we could drop it in right here, or we could move this pipe over in some way. We've got some options here to play with. And another back conveyor, which allows us to put 2, or if we got rid of this, all 4 of the cells. But I mean, we don't even have access to one of those. Ooh, unknown signal. Let's go get that while we talk about what else is going on here today. So yeah, there's our power reduction. Let's get the unknown signal first. We want to, yeah, we definitely want to go to every unknown signal. We, of course, are always looking for encounters, because POIs are a chance for us to get a blueprint. And that's our biggest concern, is to get a blueprint. Like right here, we didn't get one. Darn. But we'll go back with a bunch of scrap. Now, you may have noticed from the other day that we emptied out Eagle 1. We committed all the resources of Eagle 1 to get this place fixed up and rebuilt. And it is. So the biggest thing that we have to do right now is go get ice. Oh yeah, I added this up on the... fancy. Magic, it's like. Yeah, that's up here on the roof. Here's the battery room. There's our antenna. Let's go inside and check out the... So there's only... Well, there's 4 ways to get inside the base. 5. The 2 gates for the roll-on, roll-off for vehicles. So this is for vehicle access. Drive in, connect up. We got spare parts. They go out the other door. And if we make one that has a top connector, we have space to come through the walls, up and over, to come back down. Or we can come across through the roof and come down. But the only reason we don't have a top connector set up is because we don't have any pistons. So you have the 2 gates. Then over here, oh, let me show you what's down here. This is, down here in the dirt pile, gravel and organic storage. Set up with a sorter down here to pull it down. I know I said no sorters for storage. That's just the overflow stuff. So, I mean, there's plenty of space to keep it in the container. The problem with gravel is it'll clog things up. It'll clog up the assembler in the refineries. So we want to get that out of the way. Yeah, I like the way this looked with this extra stretch to the leg. You know, very much, you know, oh my God, the tanks are going to blow. You know, you're not doing some SC turns over here. But we do have railings going all the way around. We have a tank with literally nothing in it. It's got something in it. Yeah. So the base looks alive. We got our oxygen tanks, which are full. That's weird. So this is access number... So you got the 2 gates, the 2 doors, and the top door from the hangar up top. Because it's the top door. So that's how you get to the top door up top. And then here's medical. Full medical room. Power packs, power kits. Or med kits, power packs. Whatever the discerning survivor needs. And we went with the really cool gate. Can't get through it. You can't fly through it. But you can. You just got to turn sideways. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, let us make preparations to bug out of here. This stuff goes up in the ship with us. We are going to go do some ice mining. And when we come back, refinery is off. And same thing for the assembler. Now let's go look in the battery room. Battery room has its own bathroom if you're stuck here on duty. Batteries are at 79%. All 4 of the, well, these 3 were captured as a set. This is the one that was here initially that we moved over. And there's our antenna. So we got a little battery room set up. All right, we're just going to fill the base up with some ice. and then we are out of here. So let's head on over to the ice lake. We're going to do a few minutes of ice mining. Where were we putting this? Oh, all our extra food and stuff is up here. Don't touch the doors, they're automatic. Yeah, I know. That goes in that chair. Slightly less stuff in here. We had an alliance mate come down and pick up blueprints and GPSs that they didn't already have. It's in here. Some snacks, power kit, med kit. All right, engines on. Put us in auto. Antenna. O2. We are lifted. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are all on. Kitchen assembly refinery is off. Fans are on. Gyros are on. Okay. Now here comes the scary part for us. Yeah, here's where it's scary. We're going to go flying in the dark down to the ice lake. I do wish it was not dark. So we're just going to cruise very slowly for fear of hitting a tree. We know the ice lake's over here. We just got to get to it. Da, 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 da. Thank you everybody for joining in. So our goal for today is we're going to fill up Eagle 1 with ice. We're going to take ice back with us in the ice boxes, what we're using the chairs with. That O2H2 that H2 tank that we have is currently full. Just waiting for some kind of ice to show up. Also, once we're out of range of all these deposits. There we go, lake ice. Directly underneath us. How did we get 400 meters up? Oh, we went over that ridge, which took us out over the lake. And look at all these resources we could be snagging. I mean, we don't need to snag them. We've got plenty of stuff on us. You know what we are going to do? We are going to take we're going to take the parts to make our wind turbine at the next stop or two. Well, how far away is our next station? Could be 107. 68, but that could be in orbit. We need to figure out a brand of station we haven't been to yet. You sure those downlights are on? They are on. There's the ice. Man, those lights do not have a lot of distance on them at all. Okay, we're locked to the ice. Let's get to work. We'll work up here where the lights aren't.
Inventory full.
Well, that was quick.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
We have not been ice mining in a while.
Inventory full.
I don't think we ever went ice mining with this drill.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah, I think filling up the ship with ice and then filling up the ice box. This way, if somebody comes down from space with a hydrogen engine,
Inventory full.
they could get a little bit of a quick refuel.
Inventory full.
Just enough that they're not stranded.
Inventory full.
So, as far as I remember, Engineer 1
Inventory
didn't
full.
build anything. So, and this was Engineers 2's Blue Ariel. So we have
Inventory full.
zero chance that we're going to find another station that we got to work on or repair or anything.
Inventory full.
Which we absolutely do not want to do.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Do 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 do.
Inventory full.
How much more has this thing got? Okay, we almost filled up the large container.
Inventory full.
And we have found that the that small grid O2H2 generator is not generating a lot of power for us.
Inventory full.
And this is lake ice we're mining.
Inventory full.
So it's busted up for O2H2 generation.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Another load or two, and we're out of here.
Inventory full.
I mean, again, as always, would have been quicker with a drill. But, you know, it's not like this was the end of the world. It didn't take that long.
Inventory full.
Game music is not on. Okay, this bench is full. This tank is full. Okay. Full. Okay, and this bench. We can grab just a little bit more.
Inventory full.
And we are mining this ice like it's nobody's business. Now, are we going to put any of this ice in the kitchen? We can't. Say we can't put this ice in the kitchen. And this is full. Pardon me. Yep. Open. There you go. Okay. Engine's on. It's like we just go back into a veil of darkness. Yeah, that is. I mean, we can see the bubble, but still worried about trees. We're gonna have to wait the daylight to get out of here. I mean, we'll only be recharging for a few minutes. Yeah, nowhere near enough lights for us to go in. $600 meters. Still nothing. Nope. We're 300 meters over it. Still nothing. Holy cow. Yeah, we've gotten close to this, but nothing visibility. Gotta do something over here. Engine's off. Battery's on charge. Okay. Let's get all that ice. See, Blueberry Hill's already pulling it. The O2H2 generator. Yeah, I put in some oxygen and hydrogen tanks, bottles, just so they get filled. All right, so it looks like Eagle 1 is emptied out. All right, well, then I'm going to put a bunch of components up into it. All right, so we got this canvas, 100 of these. Okay, 3,000. Should be everything we need for quite some time. Unknown signal while we're waiting. It's taking us into the hills over here. Alright, we're gonna have to wait around for daylight. I mean, our next station That's definitely ELPO. No idea what we're flying into. That's not smart. And the timer's ticking, which means we're more likely to do something stupid in a hurry, which is also not smart. Yeah, our light is on. Nope. Alright, now let's head back safely. That's a darn good question. How much is walk it? Ugh, 2.5 kilometers in the dark. Yeah, well, I went back and trying to figure out how Engineer 1 and Engineer 2 died. Engineer 2 was out rovering somewhere. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't want to give away anything I forgot. And hit an unknown tree. Yeah, slammed into an invisible tree. And as we previously discussed, the whole back of the rover just exploded, which is where the survival kit was. Oof. Just Clang has no mercy. It just tore the back of the. What's your fuel situation? We got 100% bottle. There's the bubble. I mean, we know we're over the trees now. We can check the station while we're here. You gotta go up the stairs if you want to check the station. Alright, let's go loot the racks. Looking for any spare change, ammo, anything. Okay, let's see what the station's selling us. Canvas, 19 data pads. We could buy another elite grinder. Yeah, we could. Okay. Yeah, I'm at the point where I'm thinking if we come across an encounter ship, I mean, at this point, I think we're running out of choices of where to go searching. We need the hydrogen thrusters. And this is 827. We'll take one or two more. Yeah, there's 60 each. We might just blow something up with a bunch of rockets. But we're buying the data pads. All right. I might as well deposit the cash I got. How much cash do we have? 1238. $377. Okay. Let's go back. We'll go through all these data pads real quick. See if we can find any new stations. I mean, at this point, we're ready to leave. As soon as the sun comes up, we're out of here. What are you leaving here? I'm gonna leave one. We'll leave one of those. No, I'm not gonna run a timer block that checks every 10 minutes for. I'm gonna leave one of them here. I already got. Yeah, we're already packed up to leave. So. All right, my apologies for this part, which is going to be a little bit boring, but I don't have a better way to go through these. MTWE. MTWE. That's our first on deck. There's another one. Okay. 177. 899. 177 is a dupe. Okay, 177 and 899. MTWE. Have we seen them before? No, we have not. Great GPS marker. Great GPS marker. That's why we gotta get into space. It will just be so much friggin' easier for us. Alright, where are they? That's 9,400. That's 5,800. They are both in space. Yeah, that was the first of those that we got. I mean, it's cool. We picked up a new cool. We picked up a new blueprint. Okay, IMMC. ISCG -31. that an ELPO? No, it's not. Okay, let's see where that is. 2,500 kilometers. Yeah, that's why it's easier with a chair in front of you. Okay, these are all IMMCs. 2, 4, 5 of them. RLHI. It's another IMMC. Okay, IDDRs. There's 1. There's 2. Okay, IDDRs. Negative 19. 97. If you have a quicker way to go through these, please let me know. IDDRs. ELPOs. Okay. 97. Negative 19. 9797. 1907. 1907. Dupe. 9797. Dupe. Okay. RLHI. Okay, RLHI 105, negative 73, 26. RLHI 23. That's 26. Negative 73. 105, 108. That's a new one. Negative 73 is a dupe. 105 is a dupe. Okay, RLHI 5841. Excuse me. RLHI. Yeah, we need a hydrogen engine that will get us it into orbit. We can have a better chance of finding encounters. We can find wrecks. We can get to stations a lot quicker. You know, provided we can find ice to keep us fueled and going. We can travel a lot faster. What we don't have is pistons. We have hinges and rotors. We don't have drills. We don't have welders. We don't have grinders. We don't have collectors. Any of that stuff would be nice. However, after being on this planet so long, we are stuck here unless we can get hydrogen thrusters. And at this point, if we get an encounter that's red, and we can see from the camera that it has a hydrogen engine on it, and it has turrets, we should just blow them apart with the rockets. I mean, we have to. We got to get off this planet. It's been 3 months, 2 months here. I mean, the natives are getting a little restless to get us off here. IMMC. SC6. Okay. Negative 26. 226. That's a 226 dupe. Six. Looks like they're all originals. Okay, negative 26. 51. IMMCs. ELPO. Out in space. There's our negative 26. Alright, so negative 26 is a dupe. $51 and 226. We've seen 51. There's 51. Okay, we have 51 is a dupe. 226 is not. Okay, how far is this one? 29,000. Not in the neighborhood. One's a dupe. Let's try these two. $67 kilometers, that's on the Earth-like planet. We have that one already. Oh, that's in orbit. $67,911. Yeah, that's a dupe. Okay, where is this one? 29,000. Yeah, that's a dupe. 61 was a dupe. Okay. RLMN. RLMN negative 39. RLMN 40. Interesting. RLMN. Excuse me. Negative 39. ELPO? Nope. Earth-like planet. 40. Alright, so there's your 40. That's a dupe. There's 39. That's a dupe. Okay. I'm at 108. I'm at negative 274. I'm at 108. I'm at negative 274. Okay, add them both. I'm at 108. Showed up not as a dupe. So where is that? I'm at 274. Did I not make the station on that one? Okay, 108. Okay, 274. Sure it's IMAC? No, it's MTMN. A little bit of lag there. MTMN. There it is. Okay. So that's a dupe. Alright, I am RT, where is it? 7,600. 7,600. Not even close. I mean, we're finding a ton of stations. That ain't doing us any good. You know, we need something nearby. Engineer 1 made it to a station on the Earth-like planet that was selling ships and vehicles. We've never seen it afterwards. That's what we're looking for. Okay. I do not know if after Engineer 1 died, I wiped the entire server and reset it. Or if I just wiped my character. I don't remember. Now, I could go into the game files and look very closely, but I'm not going to, because that takes away the mystery of what we're trying to do. I mean, that's it. That's why we're on this wild goose chase. And in the scheme of things, it's still nighttime. We can't go anywhere because we can't really fly at night, because that's not my thing. Okay. Now you got to pull some of this out of here. All right, let's put this scrap in here. filled these with ice. I might as well go see how much ice is in the hydrogen tank down there, just for the fun of it. Because we can't leave anywhere until the sun comes up. Yeah, we're taking bets because these two have been at 100. I mean, we could almost add a third right now. I don't know, 10%? 1.67. Yeah. This thing still got a lot of ice to chew through. Is it still on? Yeah, it's on. See how much ice is still in the container. There's still a ton of it here. Blueberry Hill O2H2 generator. O2H2 generator. Damn. It's got plenty of room. Are we just gonna stand here and wait for dark? No, we're not gonna wait for dark. We're stuck in the dark. We're standing here waiting for day. Well, that is not going to entertain the peeps here. Over here at the Happy Time Fun Show and Store Papa Clown Jamboree. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. Where's our next target? Let's start there. Do we have that mapped out? We're leaving here, so let's start turning stuff off that is currently visible. Like Blueberry Hill. Where is this? We don't need these boulders. And we're sure these are up in space. Well, we're not sure. Heck, why don't we just call the moon? How about you don't fall off the landing pad? How about that? How about you don't die while we're standing here trying to... Where's our next destination? It's to an emergency walk-in clinic because you broke your leg. That's where our next destination is. Don't fall off the... See, we put the guardrails back here. Stand back here. Okay. Man, that is like... Is that moon transit? But... And this ELPO station... Yeah, there's no way that's curvature of the Earth. That's got to be ELPO. I would think these are lunar. That is, let's get rid of this one. IMMC. Why are we seeing it twice? ELPO and brown IMMC. Okay, turn that one off. Okay. Excuse me. That's a dupe. Okay, IMMC station or orbit 67911. ELPO 67911. Okay. 67911. Delete. Okay. Now we've got IMAT, that's 153. I mean, that could be at another side of the planet. Same with CLTC. But, let's see, ELPO, purple, yellow, and blue. ELPO. These could be the moon. Which again, if we had the hydrogen engines, way up there, but no, we're down here. Okay. Just verify this one again. That is definitely ELPO. Yeah, that is low orbit too. No, we're sure. There's no way. Okay. All right. So, we've got this IMAT station and this CLTC station. CLTC and IMAT. Numbers 98 and 99. 153, 107. I mean, our odds are best that it's the 107. Are we really taking a crazy ass trip around the planet just to go check out another signal? I'm open to suggestions here. We've been. It's September. It's fall. The swimming pool gets closed in a few days. We've been here since May. People are getting antsy. They're tapping their hands on your desk. We gotta get off this planet. I mean, we're already, going to different stations, buying all the data pads. You know, that's how we got this nonsense going on. You know. Okay. These people have shipyard in their name. Okay. Turn them all on. Did we miss any of these? The blue is 49, 57, 25, 57. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of them. Nowhere near us. Okay. Go through the station names.
Energy low.
Who else? Okay, IMAT. Conducting ships and vehicles, IMBC. So IMAT, IMBC. Do you know where any of those are? IMAT. We have no IMBCs. 7,600. 153 possible in orbit, but it's 99. We're going to head there. And 5703 and 58. So we got 3 IMATs. Yep, they are way out there. IDSL, do they sell ships? IDSL. Components, tools, gases, contracts. Independent settlers. Okay. Okay, ISTG. We're just doing this because we're waiting for the sun to come up. We have no ISTG. Nope. We don't have any ISTG. We don't have any of that. Nope. They're not selling stuff. They ain't on it. And we got a lot of undiscovered. Okay. We got 2 more stations to go to. IMAT, CLTC. Who is CLTC? Factions. CLTR. It's got to be an undiscovered faction. Well, that's where we're heading to next anyway. 98. How are we getting there? We are going to go... We're going northeast. I guess we're going northeast. You're out of power and food and water. Let's go recharge up real quick. Okay. At this point, just go straight up 2,000 feet, 2,000 meters, and then just take off. What if there's a giant mountain around us? We'll smack into it. Well, that's why we're not flying in the dark. It's just... we don't want to pop back at Mount Ruver and have to rebuild a ship. That's not going to get us off the planet. I mean, you see, we came here, and in a matter of just a couple of days, you know, we took what was the remains of a base that we'd abandoned. Engineer 2 died and never came back to. You know, the base was just this ramp, this space through here, and there were supposed to be big old doors up here. And then the walls, the pieces of the walls. You know, is it the best design? We don't care. Engineer 2 built it, whoever they were in the before for, so we're amping it up. We're the hype squad. So we amped it up. You know, now it's got, you know, air tightness. So if there's a storm, you're not taking storm, wind, lightning damage stuff. You know, it's got, here's the original beacon. There's the original basic assembler. You know, here's the original cargo container. So, I mean, we've kept the pieces at the base here. This is why nighttime on this is mind racking. You know, if we had something to do, well, why don't you go down in the ditch and dig some stone? Yeah, no, thank you. We got plenty of that. %. And growing. Is it growing? $250. I don't think it's growing anymore. Anyway, there's 3% worth of fuel here. If somebody comes along and... By the way, I think this stuff works out nicer than just simple stairs. You know, because like it fills up the wall. You put a fluorescent strip under there, gives you some light, you know, in case you're running around like this. You know, this will help you not much. It will help you not at all. You know, I mean, unless you put a bench right here, this is the, or you memorize the base layout, you know. So I don't know what we think it was doing there, but it was doing it fantastically. We need friggin' daylight. Are you gonna space magic in the daylight? No, we're not. We're just gonna leave for a couple hours. I mean, we can. What time is it? We've been here for an hour and 22 minutes for this little tour of what we've done on the base. So, I mean, we can come back after lunch and take off then. But, I mean, you don't lock yourself in the gate. You're on the wrong side. We have not had an unknown signal in a while. No, not. I mean, we can go to the other station. See what it has for blueprints. Yeah. Pardon me. Apparently I'm stupid and forgot how to drink a glass. Check your fuel levels. We're at almost 100%. Why are you carrying 2 of them? Remember when we said stop falling off the building? Apparently you didn't listen. That thing you drunk wrong is still trying to kill you. Like a fish out of water. Now that's full. That's full of all kinds of junk. You gonna put a tool up there in the weapons? Can he? That one won't take any. Nope. And these benches are full. I said benches. Yeah, because we're using them as ice chests. So we're carrying ice for this thing. I would almost put another one of these in here, except for the fact that we'd have to have a connector. A 45, a 90, and a 90 up here. You know, and that would take up even more space in here. But it would let us fly a little longer. Yeah, between the solar panels and the hydrogen engine, like we're not getting a huge return on our onboard power production. You know, like I'm not getting down to 50% battery and turning this thing on and going, let there be light, and the wings and this thing suddenly just like shoot us back up to 100. You know, we're not getting a lot of power production for our money here. Whoever sold us this system, they took us for a ride, because it's just not doing it. But at this point, hey, thanks everybody who joined in. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, criticisms, you know, like, it's space engineers, get the hell out in space. Yes, I'm with you on that. I am 100% with you on that. Here's the problem. You are going to burn up at this altitude. That's the other thing I hate about darkness. You know, the atmospherics are just going to kill us in this jetpack. Well, why didn't you take that fancy ship of yours? Because we don't want to crash into a mountain. That's why. Yeah. So we've got, if you want a challenge, this server is a challenge. Intense summer heat. I've had hundreds of people come on the server. They've sent me messages, sent me love notes, sent me hate notes. They've come on to Discord. They've had wonderful conversations about how they want a challenge. And then within a day or two, they curse at me. It's just, so, you know, people say it. Hey, I like hot sauce. It's like, okay, come on over here. We got hot wings for you. You know, something is glowing over there. That's just the skybox. That's the Andromeda Galaxy. We're not going that far. So yeah, if you like hot and spicy, I got you covered here. This is 5-star hot spicy. You got to grind to research. You start out knowing just enough to take off the starter vehicle taint of your vehicle. And then after that, and you know just enough to also build the food and water production so that you don't starve. But then sleep will kill you. Yeah, and it doesn't go away. It's there every day. Now, I will tell you, once you get a base built and you're, hardcore making food in a greenhouse, environment, you're set. Just go to the other store. Don't even loot anything. Just go to the store. Yeah, we don't need the. What contrast do we do? Displays. 146 uranium ingots. If I had them, I would sell them. Girders, radio comps, magnesium powder. We did find that magnesium deposit. 27 oxygen bombs. We could do this one. I mean, it's just iron ingots. 27 oxygen bombs. Just to beef up the bank account. All right, come on. What are we looking for? I mean, obviously we want a ship. And there ain't none here. Do you want another elite hand drill? We got a lot of tools, pal. Stop buying tools. My father would go to Sears every Sunday, me in tow, and he would walk up and down all the craftsman aisles and pick up a tool. Or three, and then explain them to me. So, excuse me. If you want to know about going to Sears, in the before four, put it in chat. Let's talk. Let's talk about Sears. Let's talk about being dragged off to Sears every freaking Sunday. All right, buy them. We'll go through them while we're waiting for the sun to come up. I have tried buying them in bulk, and we don't get them all sometimes, because of that thing with space engineers in your inventory. So my apologies as you watch me go click, 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 click. Okay. You know what? Get another hand drill. We'll put it in the building. Okay, now loot the beds while we're here. Let's see if we can steal to pay for the stuff we just got. I mean, we could put that in the gun locker. You're just killing time here. No, I'm trying to kill darkness. The time I'm fine with. It's the darkness. I cannot fly at night. So knowing that I cannot fly, take the gun. Yeah, because if we're in a gunfight, we run out of ammo, you'll throw the gun at people. Yeah, and then it's a good thing that I'm carrying 6 of the same gun. Because then I could throw it 6 times. You could smelt the gun down to make ammo. That's not how ammo works. That's not at all how ammo works. You don't get to smelt down go smelt down a bullet. Watch what Safety warning, do not follow my advice about smelting down a bullet. That was meant to be humorous and sarcastic. As an NRA range safety officer, I always want you to be safe around handguns and firearms. Okay, we're out of here. Fortress Tower. Are we prepared to take on a fortress? Unknown signal. How are we on fuel? You better head back. Okay. Where is our beacon? It's over here. I'm sorry, I forgot to make the sound. Womp. As you leave the safety shield. Do not get us killed. Just keep your speed down. Drive like somebody having a middle-age crisis in rush hour traffic. Let everyone around know that you're an idiot or a douchebag. Just Just you're the clown in traffic in a sports car, revving your engine and going one car lane. That's how we're flying. All right. If anyone has any comments, complaints, suggestions, I would love to hear them. So the other thing that I'm doing, which you do not have to do if you play on this server, I am playing in an Iron Man mode. So when Engineer 1 died, I believe Engineer 1 was driving in their vehicle in a manner that I would refer to as stupid. Engineer 1 apparently lost their vehicle and then ran around trying to find it. And we assumed that the Langoliers showed up and ate it because they could not find it. And then continued to run around until they why didn't they just suicide to find the vehicle? Because that would be kind of cheating, you know? I mean, it's just, we tried to find it. Eventually, we died. And when we did die, there was no rover to go back to. Something happened. There might have been server maintenance involved. Something. But whatever it was, Engineer 1 found a station on this planet that sold ships. In 3 months, we've never found it again. So it's out there somewhere. This base belongs to Engineer 2. Engineer 2 apparently went out looking for resources or another station. I don't know what. But they drove into a tree. And the entire back of the rover was, I watched the video, I just saw it yesterday. Because I was curious, or the other day, I was like, is this Engineer 1 base or Engineers 2? Engineer 2, in a 100% healthy rover, drove up a hill into an invisible tree. Tap. The whole back of the rover blew off. Hey, guess what's on the back of the rover? The survival kit. So now, Engineer 2 apparently took off on a quest for any station they could find. I guess they were hoping, I'd have to watch, I didn't watch the video. I didn't want to refresh my memory. But Engineer 2 went on a quest. And the quest did not go well. And then eventually they died. So for the since May, people have come onto Discord or sent me a message in game and said, hey, Storepop, I found your base. And I'm like, I'm standing at my base. I don't see it. I totally forgot about this place. And when we found it the other day, just purely by luck, I was like, holy cow. And then when I went to go build on it, I was like, what's the name of this place? And then it was Blueberry Hill. I'd forgotten I forgot the base, forgot how we named it, forgot why we even built it. Yeah, hold on. Let me make that adjustment right now. My voice volume is low. Let's see what I can do. Thank you very much. I will definitely try and adjust that. Let's see. Main scene, microphone. Let me adjust my volume. We are on aux audio input capture. I will absolutely try and correct that. I think the other problem is I ramble muffle. Let's see, we don't want that. So let's switch over to here. Okay. So now let's see if this is any better, and we will push the volume up a little bit. If not, you have to tell me if this is any better. Is this any louder? Is it distorted? Is it the same? A or B? A or B? You'll have to tell me. And then if you'd like, what we can do is we can do this. A or stereo B. And then you can tell me if that works, which I would be shocked if that worked. That would be... you are 2 months old in Space Engineers. Well, welcome to Space Engineers. Welcome. This is a game that you There's a lot of fun to be had in this game. There is really a lot of fun to have. You can, I mean, the imagination is yours to build. You can make things that, entertain you. You can, stretch your creativity and have a great time. Um, and you get to decide, do you want to build on a planet? Do you want to build a rover? Do you want to go into space, build a spaceship? You set your own goals. It's a great sandbox game. There are some things that it does not have to the space station, and awesome. Thank you very much. I am more than happy to do that. Thank you. Um, so now you go into the station, and there's a whole bunch of people and stuff going on. There's people speaking and all sorts of fun things. You know, that is that's great. When you go into a space station and space engineers, it's great, and you're the only one there, and you walk up to a vending machine, and if you have the volume turned up, you get to hear your boots as you go click 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 across the floor, and it echoes because you're the only one there. And then, as you just saw, we just missed a few people. They spent the night in that space station. They slept in one of those beds. They left some of their stuff. And guess what we did? We stole it. We stole it because we know we're not going to see them again. You know, there's no faction hit for that. There's no penalty. There's no one now placing a bounty on our head coming to get us because we stole their Rolex because they went back looking for it. It's just not going to happen. So, you know, as long as once you know that, you just keep rolling past it, and you just grab a different crown from your box and you paint the sky whatever color you want, and you can have a lot of fun. The thing that this does have, though, that some of those other games don't, is when you smack into the ground, you lose stuff and you damage stuff, and a lot of fun stuff when those damages occur. Like I'll give you an example. Let's look up here. So you take some damage on this wall right here. There is nothing here. So the damage won't go through the wall and, crinkle into the next one. However, um, you take some damage up here, and that cargo container is right there. So if you took some damage on this caution tape marked out spot, excuse me, it's going to hit that container underneath. And eventually, if you do that too many times, you're going to damage your vehicle. Same thing with, these landing pads. Let's check them. 100%, 100%. This thing's at 100. This thing's at 97. It's taking damage. We didn't even notice. But that's sort of the fun of it. And all I've done with that, I can assure you that I have not crashed into the ground with Eagle One here in some time. So that means that this damage is from me smacking into this connector or some, oh, whoa, whoa. $86. We need some parts. Holy cow. Yeah, and that didn't even show up on my dashboard as on the control panel as a damaged part. So, yeah, that's just me smacking into the ground stupid stuff. And from the many times I've been shot at, these wings are primary targets because they're not wings, they're solar panels. But the atmospherics mod that we're running turns them into an air surface. There's some damage around here. Holy cow. So here's what should be done. We should be flying into a welding repair bay that we built. Like we got that row downstairs for rovers. Holy crap. Let's make sure none of that is coming this way, because if it is, we're getting out of here. We have very little defenses. If any of them come within any range, we are instantly bugging out of here. Let's see. The fortress tower obviously is not moving. This patrol drone, did it just fire at somebody over there? It just fired at somebody over there. Holy cow, who did it fire at? 5. Anything in chat? No, just us buying stupid stuff. 4. Okay, they are not coming close to us, so we're good. Yeah, we got no warning on that. They are just they don't like us, and we're close by. So here's another funny thing. They're coming. Let's say they were coming close to us. We're out of here. We're out of here. But Store Papa, what about the last 3 days that you just repaired Blueberry Hill? Because in memoriam from engine, yeah, forget that. We got to go. You know, and um, this is where space engineers becomes a lot of fun. Stuff like this. All these doors are automatic, so we're just running right up here. We're hopping in the cockpit. We're switching over our batteries. We're turning those thrusters on. We're undocking and up and forward, and we're out of here. You know, that is, but see, you got to keep that button bar ready to get the hell out of here. If you don't build your cockpit and you try and do something stupid like this, watch. Okay, press the K button. All right, in here, let's find all of our thrusters and let's turn them on. And if you don't have them grouped up, then here's where all your thrusters are. You're not turning them on quickly. You have to do a little bit of work, on your ship to be able to, get the hell out of Dodge. And a lot of people that play this game don't do that. Maybe they make a group for thrusters. They have like one button on their button bar or whatever. They're not flying it like it's a ship. And that goes back to your crowns. So no, this is actually a server. I've been hosting Space Engineer servers for over 4 years. So this is a server. It's intense summer heat. It is open to the public. You find it in the server list when you go to join game. So it's open for anybody that wants to play. You are more than welcome to come and join the challenge. And here's the thing from my standpoint. So every time I'm done streaming, there's another drone in that pile. They are all Ember, so they're not going to fight each other. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's just the two. Sorry, I was misreading the movement. They must have a red light on them that's shining out over in the hill over there, and that's what I'm seeing. You have to excuse me for a second. I will be right back. Hey, my apologies. Sorry about that. But phone rings, somebody's got to answer. Yeah, this server is open for everybody. You just have to go in the server list intense summer heat. And from my standpoint, if you are on the server, let's say you spawn 20 kilometers from here, you could be causing trouble over there, which is just going to cause more enemies to spawn in that might not like me either, which is going to make it more of a challenge for me to go that way. Like you saw, we just went to the station to go buy data pads and pickpocket some beds. You know, You showed up 2 minutes before me, bought them out. Now I'm out of luck. And I'm like, this station never spawns data pads. So your being on the server, even if you do not directly interact with someone, does influence other people. Now, you could spawn out in space 25,000 kilometers away. It's not going to impact me, but it does, it could contribute to the challenge. The the Earth-like planet has oxygen. Other than that, it is the hardest challenge. Easier or easiest, but it's still a challenge, is space. Because in space, your problem is you have to find ice. You got to make oxygen to breathe. Once you find ice, space is easier because, like on the Earth like planet, if you're looking for ores, man, it is still not daytime around here. There's our unknown signal. Um, yeah, that is going to put us. I don't want to attract their attention for some scrap parts. Well, I will pass on that one. I will say good day to you, unknown signal. Um, yeah, so uh, planet spawn is great. Now, if you want to up the planet spawn challenge a little bit, you can go out to Mars, and then you got to go find, oxygen. You could go, to one of the moons, like, you can go to Triton. It's freezing cold there. So your battery for your suit is going to drain more because of the cold. Just little changes. You could be up on the moon, you have lesser gravity, you can get up into space a lot easier. Um, yeah, that must be a light on that patrol drone that I keep seeing off in the distance. I'm just waiting for that sun to come up so we can get out of here. You know, that's all I'm sitting here waiting for. And the direction we're going is northeast. Northeast, yeah, we're going to head over to Signal 98 and try and find that station. And we'll see what we pass on the way. But yeah, at this point, um, that's kind of funny because when space engineers came out many many years ago, there were no planets. So you started out, in space, and you dug up an asteroid to get the resources to make your ship. That patrol drone is 3 kilometers away. She's 298. We are getting in the cockpit. Oh, she turned back around. That is awfully close. The other problem is, as soon as I lift off, our vector might put us very close to them. And I just want to bolt and take off forward and make my turn. But as you can see, there's there's our forward. We have no point of reference, nothing to go by. But yeah, that drone is way too close. Uh, yeah, all of our signals are off. The base has 0 defenses on it right now because we do not have any resources to make ammo. The only way we're getting ammo is to find it. That is 2-3. That is way close. We are out of here. 2-6-2-9-3. Okay. It got out to like 3-5. Well, we So chancing it that we're going to hit something. No, we are out of here. Let's goodbye, Blueberry Hill. We will not be back here again. All right, we're on our northeast heading. Okay, here's the problem with what we're doing. I don't know if there's a hill out here or a freaking mountain, but if we hit them, game physics will just tear us apart. I mean, we can see there's definitely some ground in front of us. Yeah, there is atmospherics running, so the way you design your vehicle is going to affect how you fly. So if you build everything on the port side, you will not be flying straight and level. You build everything forward, and you'll have a harder time. You've still got to maintain your flight physics. All right, at this point, I mean, we're away from the base. We're 4 kilometers away. I could be flying into a mountain right now, face first into it. I have no idea. I mean, I'm going by the fact that I can see a dot out there. There's the 3rd station. Yeah, these 3 stations are right next to each other. I guess we can go over to RLMN and look for data pads. See, I would turn everything off, but the problem is you lose your artificial horizon, which I would say the sun was just about to come over that. There's the bubble. You can see it off in the distance. So as long as we're heading that way, that's our goal here. Keep heading that way. By the way, again, thank you everybody that's joined in, is listening. Is the sun starting to come up? It is starting to get light. Yeah. Yeah, we are gonna. I have to stop. I lean forward to look at the screen a little better. And as I do, I pick up GPS Mule Camp. Where is that? Da, 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 Mule Camp. Yeah, we're not going back for that. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be tempted to dive down, to get to the bubble. The problem is, I don't know if the bubble is being shown to me through a hill. And, it could just be on the other side. And I just happen to see it. If I don't know that there's a clear path there, I don't want to dive down to my death. Because, see, I'm looking at the screen and I see this line of stuff right up here. And I'm 1.5 kilometers up. So this thing's in a pocket valley? I don't know. But I don't want to find out the bad way. Yeah, that is definitely coming up. All right. I would say something foolish like the sun is rising in the east, but of course, as you know, the sun does not rise. And it doesn't set either. It's just an optical illusion caused by the rotation of the planets. All right, 1.5 kilometers. And we're a kilometer up. Do we have this place bookmarked already? I believe we've been here already. What do we have it bookmarked as? ELP RLM 06. Yeah, that's this one. Yeah, that's this one. So we do have this. I know we've been here. We just haven't been running back here because there's nothing here we needed. Yeah, I would. We're dropping down to pitch darkness. Hey, let's check our downward cameras. Hey, look at that. Nothing. There's the bubble. Let's get inside the bubble. Here's what some people will do. They will see the bubble and they will fly right into it, crash into the station, and go, huh? We're inside the shield. No damage. I mean, hey, your game, your way. All right. Do, 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 do. All right, there's the station. All right, where is the landing pad? Right there. Yeah, this ship has wings. Excuse me, and not the Red Bull kind. All right, unidentified derelict. I believe that at this point, that's where we should go. We should be heading over there. Watch out for that antenna. Watch out for that antenna. Whatever that landing pad, I thought we were right over it. There you go. Where are you flying down here? You're not going to get any power here anyway. What are you doing? Quit wasting your time. Okay. Engines off. Make it quick because if the station kicks us out of here, we could plummet to our death. Although it's we're inside the zone, so we won't take any damage. See how this is? We just made this here. Yeah, that's what we call bad designing. Because I forgot about taking this thing to a station. Landing at the ATM. Boop. Boop. Alright. Go down to the terminal. Why, this looks almost exactly like the station we were just at. There's only like 4 different models. Well, there's 4 variants. Do we have any contracts here that we might want to do? Platinum ingots. Hydrogen bottles, 29. Oxygen bottles. You know what? Queue up the bottles. Let's, we have more than enough. No, that's right. Uh, on Eagle 1, we can't make bottles. Okay. 9 data pads. Okay. Give us them all. Okay, let's go do some data pad mining. Yes, the next part will be boring. My apologies in advance to everybody. It is um, Kalen, pleasure to meet you. The NPCs are of varying levels as you progress in the game. You start facing bigger enemies. But the big deciding factor for whether your enemies are bigger or not is how much you've built up your stuff. So if your base isn't built up, there's a thing that people ask all the time in the game, like on a server, do you have PCU limits? No, we don't need them. For years, we haven't needed them because if you build big, big enemies will come after you and they'll tear your shit apart. And if you can't defend it, then you shouldn't have built it that big. You know, you should have managed your construction. You know, we are still looking at these things. All right. We're going to sit here and go through all of our settings. All right. Bottom row. And my apologies because this part is always boring. Okay. Okay, IDSL MTD. IDSL MTD. So this was a dupe. Oh, that's right. Get out of here. Let's go park over on the ground. She is not. Come on. There we go. No. Oh, that's right. We can't lock in here. See, if as soon as the daylight comes out, we'll go up on top of that hill. That is a crater from a meteor impact. Okay, engines off. as well shut the lights off. Okay. Yeah, there are things on the server that spawn at night and during the day. More evil creatures spawn at night. So your chances of a nighttime encounter that goes badly for you get higher. Um, the 20 plus ping, server says 2 on, but when I try to join, it says server not responding. Uh, the, I know people can connect. I mean, I see them connect. There's other people on the server. Uh, there is nothing in the settings. However, no, actually, here's what I'll do because I'm at 2 hours. So 2 hours for me is a good stopping point. I'm going to stop, and then while I'm offline, I'm going to do some ship maintenance called Eat Lunch. I will talk to you on Discord, try and get you set up on the server, and then when I come back, I'm just going to be going through all these GPS data pads because I need another station to go towards. And then if I don't find one, I'm going to go try and attack that ship because we need a hydrogen engine. You know, this has been a week of flying around the planet, even after we've finished, Mount Rover. So, thank you everybody for joining in. It's been a very active crowd today. Thank you very much. I will see you later today, and Kaylin, I'll hop over on Discord.